What's going on? Check this out. When it comes to this situation here that just happened in Ohio, it's like, hey, does anybody know anybody from Ohio who knows this girl or knows her parents? Like, for real? Like, went to high school together, went to church together, like somebody that is trustworthy really like knows. Like, because this just seems so perfect for the narrative that it's like when something's too good to be true, it is. And they say never let a good crisis go to waste. And this thing's spreading like wildfire, man. Just like the what's his name? The dude that just died, man, because the neck thing. I mean, and this dude was an actor, man. I mean, so what, he just did porn, but that's still acting. And it's like, that's what they say, racist, actor is, it's like, they're bad actors, man. And it's like, I wonder, it's like, man, with deep fakes. And I just, look, I did watch this footage this dude just played, and it was shaky. And that's what it was. It was like really shaky. It was really quick. And it was almost like it flashed by so quick. It's hard to, look, I don't know, man. There's been look, this is like the 10th time this has happened. Like, it's a pattern. And a lot of them turned out to be kind of weird, man. Like, is this even real? Is this like a soap opera that they're doing? And that's the way you can look at a psyop, dude, or a red flag op, dude, or a black flag operation, dude. That's what it's called in military terms, black flag operation. It's because you don't want, it'd be like if a certain country pays some mercenaries to go do a military exploit, but you can't say we helped you. It's called a black flag event, okay? And the Ragstag event is a example of this. Also, Nero did this to the Christians in Rome too, where he said they burnt something down, they did it, so now we need to go and kill them all and round them up and sentence them to death. So I mean, look, this isn't a new phenomenon. You can't say no one's ever thought of it. Machiavelli and Sun Tzu would have seen this coming too. And you've read the Iliad about the Trojan horse, man. You know, like, look. Oh, anyway, I've looked into such things, man. So it's cracked my mind open to sit back and really analyze the thing a little deeper, dude. And just hypothetically, let's just say, what if they're not telling us the freaking truth? Man, what could I be looking at here? Like, look, not being subjective. Like, but objectively looking at it, dude. Not being, like, subject to what everyone else thinks and to my prejudice and preconceived notions and biases, dude. But just to look at it without any attachments. And it's already, man, I mean, I don't know. I don't want to, look, I can't say that it is, but I can't say at this point it isn't. And look, it's coming from mainstream media, dude. And they whip everything up into a frenzy. And, dude, and come to find out after the fact, man, it's like, look, is it a soap opera that they're doing? And they're killing the character. You can't even confirm, these people were even real, dude. And, I mean, I'm not going to mention all the old, no one really talks about this subject that much anymore, man. Like, and I don't know. I would just deep fake, man. The game is deep, and the media lies, man, and they use stuff. And either way, even if I'm totally wrong and it is grassroots and true to life and true blue and all that, even so, what I'm saying is true about that they let no good crisis go to waste. And it was even set up and prepared in a fashion. I've even heard many people say this. Man, if he wouldn't have did it, he would have been guilty for that. And if he would have done it, He'd be guilty for that. I mean, look, this is a perfect, like, if someone just, like, look, made it appear this was real, like, it was true to life, and look, they're giving us full disclosure about every single freaking detail. Like, look, not just keeping us distracted with these kind of, like, pre-engineered points. Because, look, dude, this is like, they've already, like, sowed the seeds, and this is just more water, or this is just more fuel on a fire, dude. And it just is so perfect. Timing is excellent. And, I mean, but either way, say I'm just, like, reaching and stretching it way too far. It certainly is a sign of the times. Either way I'm going, though. Look, it's damned if you do, damn. It's catch-22, just like I'm saying. Either way, if it's true to life, look, that's unfortunate, like, in so many different ways. But even if it's like, look, if there's something they're not telling us, man, and more going on than it appears, just most people are taking the bait, and they're just taking the narrative and running with it. They're like arguing about it. They're defending this side or that side. And they ain't even sat back yet and just went, wait a second. See, I mean, I talked about a different subject altogether, man. But I had to listen to that, like, many different people speak on that same thing. Like, almost like, it sounds like we are taking our cues from the media now. Like, we're just propitiating secondhand intel. Like, look. And we're not really like, look, we're not even taking 7 breaths to think about it. I mean, I did. I waited a day, at least, before I even spoke on it. Some subjects, like, I didn't even speak on them because everyone else was on it, like Flint Water. And I was here when that happened. But look, I got real life experience in it, dude, and I can remember a lot of weird, odd stuff, anomalous stuff that happened during that time. I mean, look. But, for instance, man, I wasn't going to exploit it. That would almost be in, like, a same thing as, like, a muckraker, or you know, or what is it, race baiter, dude. I mean, listen, it can't come to that where it's just purely that. No, it's like, look, no, we got to have open discussions about it between people who can handle it and learn to be an example to everybody else that it's whack. It's whack and it's outdated, man. But I mean, hey, man, if you look so deep in the game, you're blood in, blood out, and you just can't get out. You're in too deep now. You can't, like, repent and humble yourself and just be like, you know what? Yeah, maybe this ain't right. Maybe it's something about the way I've been taught. Because listen, it's not your own idea. You didn't just learn that, I mean, on your own. It was just instilled in you. And it's not really our faults that program in society has been there, like, running concurrent, and it's been artificial. It's caused us to take such drastic, like, self-preservation measures as forming. It's the same thing as prison, dude. If that's your main mode of survival is the race gang mentality, like, the quality of life you're going to have is going to be very diminished, man. And it forces and coerces you into a bunch of, like, whack, like, acts. Like, I don't know, man. It's just, this is what it leads to, is just, like, a bunch of, it just breeds more ignorance and more violence and the cycle of violence. And it leads to inner race violence. It always does, dude. Freaking, and so it's mostly a false cause. Like, they always turn on their own. The minute that it's a cult, the minute you turn on the cult turns on you, and they outnumber you greatly, and they know you personally, and they know all your brainwashing, and they got the same brainwashing, but it's duplicitous. They lie. They don't give you full disclosure. That's why you can void ab initio. Frickin' all of it, dude. And realize that it was a lie. And I'm all for that, for people doing that, man, and just growing a conscience. And I've met a few people, like people who quit the medical field, people who quit police, people who retired from the military. You know what I'm saying? People who got out of different religious organizations and changed their changed their direction, man, and got on the right path, dude. And that's of we have a conscience for a reason. And if whatever you're doing is just bothering you that bad, like, look, you should act on it and change the direction you're going in life. Do something where you can sleep at night. Do something where you ain't got to freaking blow your mind with crack. You know what I'm saying? To get through the day, and or whatever pick your poison is, man, and because that's what all the stuff leads to. You know what I'm saying? Freaking and then look, you'll start hating people and looking down on people, and that'll be like your drug, your addiction, and your destructive, toxic trait, and you'll be blind to it, and you get stuck like that. And that's not a good look. It's not attractive. It's ridiculous and immature, and I don't know. Hey, but hey, man, I've been young and dumb and immature myself before, so I'm talking from experience. You know what I'm saying? And at this point, all that like talk kind of rolls off me like a freaking like water off a duck. But I still don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I wish people would open their minds and like do some research, man. Stop running your life off this default. It's not even default programming. It's like society instilled systemic programming. You know what I'm saying? Just like, look, relearn what you should think. I mean, you should be. I think in life you should be. It's like even if you learn something, you might learn how to do it even better if you just keep practicing it, or if you keep working at certain stuff, dude. You get like really good at it, and there's like some stuff it's better to be really good at than others. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, man, all that like that is the stuff people should be focusing on, and all this other stuff is like just energy vampires.